Welcome back to a series so heroic, even Superman subscribed. In today's video, Hasan has embraced his narcissism and dressed up as Superman for Halloween. He's having several meltdowns and constantly getting rage baited by chatters. He's now claiming Kaya lives a better life than most humans and that people criticizing him are gonna die alone. A chatter called him dumber than Asmongold and Hasan gets triggered. He's now playing the ultimate victim card, saying that people only hate him because they're racist. He's now claiming that he grew up broke and only now became rich. People have debunked his lies instantly. Asmongold has responded to all the new clips clowning on him. Ethan continues his never-ending beef with rank #1 Hasan simp and 40-year-old cat lady Taylor Lorenz. Massive updates to the Mizkif situation with more clips surfacing. And a bunch of more updates. Subscribe or you turn into Kaya and are zapped for taking a step.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. So Hasan apparently zapped his dog and we had a ton of stuff go down. Right, so remember how a while back Hasan was actually comparing himself to Superman?
His moral compass causes others to also take action. I just saw like a lot of what I've tried to do with commentary in general, which is like to influence others to also do right and to defend vulnerable people and to show by not just telling but also doing, no matter what the repercussions are. Like sometimes it's okay to do good.
Well, now he's truly embracing his complete delusion and he's dressed up as Superman for Halloween. And of course, dressed up Kaya as Crypto the Super Dog, Superman's pet puppy.
Ain't no way! Who's that? Who is that? Wait a minute. He was Superman the whole time. I cannot believe how much bigger she's gotten.
Right, he's definitely Superman if Superman's power was thunderbolting his dog on a regular basis. Also, I don't think Superman likes terrorists very much. Like, that just doesn't really go together. But at least he's not Luffy from One Piece this time. Also, yeah, your dog has gotten pretty big. Now you're gonna need like a XXL size collar in order to actually choke her. I mean, this is such a classic trope. The supervillain actually thinks he's the good guy and he's like the hero. People responded, I thought it was the dog zapper and it's just Hasan in like an adult size costume. Nah, he should have been the shocker. Didn't realize Superman shot Crypto. Must have slept through that part of the movie. Looks like the shock collar's still on with the cape attached. If it's still attached, I mean, this guy is legitimately shameless. Anyways, like clockwork, Hasan is back to having several meltdowns while in his Superman costume. He could not let it go for one day. One day on Halloween, he could not let it chill. Hasan snaps back at a chatter who brought up Kaya. Lives a better life than you ever will.
That's why, like, this is
What
so
about your dog?
maddening. But
Brother, I can't stress this enough. And I need you to understand something, because I know I bit the bait for one person and then I think like a Discord server was alerted somewhere because everyone started posting this. Kaya lives a better life than you ever will have. She's a better animal than you. She's a much more important for many other people's lives than you. Okay. You are going to die alone because this is the type of shit you get up to on the internet. You spend the finite amount of time you have doing this kind of stuff on the internet, okay? You can type ah ha 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 all day, every day and act as though you're totally not mad right now. But the reality of the matter is, when you die, it is going to be alone. There won't even be a sigh of relief. You understand? Not even a sigh of relief from your family members. That is how irrelevant you are. I fucking love it, dude. Owned his ass.
Bro, I love how he doesn't even realize that he's getting absolutely trolled and rage baited because his chatters literally know that they can bring up the tiniest thing and Hasan will absolutely lose his mind on his like special day where he's supposed to be Superman. I don't recall Superman mauling in a stream chat, guys. I must have missed that lore. Now, he said that Kaya lives a better life than you. I mean, what is Kaya's life, bro? Sitting in a 1x1 Minecraft square, forced to listen to Hasan streams 10 hours a day. That is already, just with that, a fate worse than death. But then she's basically surrounded by lava like she's in Star Wars The Clone Wars in the Citadel maximum security prison where you get electrocuted for trying to take a single step off the platform. On what planet is that actually a good life? Spoiler, Hasan, dogs actually need to move and have freedom without the fear and anxiety of getting electrocuted. Now, he also says that you are going to die alone just because somebody criticized him in his stream chat. I mean, complete projection here by Diddy Piker, the brothel enjoyer. I mean, you're pretty much going to end up with Taylor Lorenz, the cat lady, or Supreme Cat Lady, Jennifer Welch, right? If you want to go even older, I don't know if that's your type. But if Valkyrie, for example, is actually his girlfriend, then that's equally sad because she's like the dumbest person ever and is absolutely insufferable, right? I imagine like a dinner conversation goes, how could you not get the groceries when there's a genocide going on? I can't believe you've done this, Hasan. Then Hasan replies, how could you say this to me when I'm brown? You know, plays another victim card. I mean, at least we should be glad that he's not continuing his bloodline because Valkyrie was like, I'm never having kids. I just want to stay hot and stuff like that, right?
I'm probably never having kids. I'm probably going to be as hot for as long as I can.
Thank you. Thank you. You have done us all a favor. You have done the world a favor. You have taken one for the team and removed Hasan Biker from the gene pool. Dude, can you imagine if Hasan had a child? Oh my god, the poor thing. He can't even take care of a dog, let alone a human child. Also, I find it hilarious. This guy's talking about the time you spend online. You spend the finite amount of time you have in this life glazing terrorists, trying to get people killed, and ruining society as a whole. Buddy, do us a favor and lock yourself up like the cockroach you are. Kaya lives a better life than you ever will. Kaya, if you leave this corner, you will die. Hasan getting super triggered. The drama continues. Thank you, you regarded lolcow, for the next video. And there's your sponge. I assume this is me. This is not my alt account, guys. I have no idea who this person is, but thank you. Thank you for the glazing. He's so easy to rage bait. Honestly, it's gotta be like a sport at this point. Right, so then a chatter calls him dumber than Asmongold, and that obviously triggers him. Hasan takes offense at a chatter suggesting he's less intelligent than Asmongold. You crossed the line there. Do not mention that to Hasan. Right, so a chatter said, brother copes so hard about being significantly less intelligent than somebody known as a Roach King, and you know Superman is pissed now.
They have no loyalty to anything other than their ideology. They have no loyalty to any group of people. They have no loyalty.
What's their ideology? What's their ideology, man? What is the ideology of the World Economic Forum? Brother copes so hard about being significantly less intelligent than somebody known as Roach King? Are you talking, you're saying, okay. This is one of those things where you're like, you should probably be embarrassed to say that. I'm not necessarily a very intelligent person. I say it all the time. In a lineup of like normal people, if you were to bring both of us up and be like, this is the fucking brilliant guy, you got to listen to this guy. I don't know. Chatter is the coworker that you guys basically avoid at the lunch break because he constantly is wanting to show you all the different memes that he sees on the internet. Look at him coping, dude, in real time. It's gaming o'clock. You're a little late, bro. I didn't realize we're at 7 hours. What do you think the World Economic Forum's ideology is? OS paradox?
Dude, this is amazing. He's legitimately getting rage baited by every single chatter. This is actually hilarious. It's so easy to trigger him. It's like you just need to mention a few phrases like Asmongold or Ethan or Sloptubers. Bro will go in an unhinged meltdown on freaking Halloween, dude. You're supposed to be taking a break, having a holiday, a day off, for the love of God. Maybe reset your mental, whatever's remaining at least. But no, he has to turn on the stream. He has to go live and humiliate himself again. Also, what is with this guy and constantly lying? He said that he constantly says that I'm not intelligent. Are you kidding me? Literally just a couple of days ago, you were bragging about your qualifications, your degree from 10 years ago, and how you're a double major in political science and communications, and that makes you an educated political commentator.
I'm one of the very few people on the internet that quite literally does have the proper accreditation for it. I literally went to college for this.
You brag about being this on-the-ground journalist, a well-read, well-versed person. And you've even said that anyone consuming politics needs to watch your streams and get the Hasan Piker filter because, you know, people are too stupid to actually understand the news themselves, and they obviously need to watch Hasan in order for him to give you the accurate version of events, right? Which is basically, you're just not going to get the truth. You're going to get the Hasan Piker filtered, watered-down version of bullshit, right? He literally constantly tries to portray himself as this genius political commentator when he gets everything wrong.
We did it successfully. We stopped Vladimir Putin from invading Ukraine. Or maybe that was never gonna fucking happen. Like I said, it was never gonna fucking happen.
He's a complete bumbling moron, pathological liar. Now, I don't know what exact clip he was referring to when he was referring to Asmongold there, but I think the ideology they're talking about is the overly fucking woke persona and trying to appear like a good person instead of actually being a good person, right? When you prioritize your image to the public over actually doing good actions and being like a moral person, then it just comes off completely fake and disingenuous, right? And that's something you and your orbiters constantly try to do, at least in the way you know how. You do a horrible job at it, obviously, because your PR is fucking garbage. Also, it must be Christmas. We've got another obnoxious Hasan laugh to add to the collection. In my folder it goes, so I can replay it to humiliate this guy every time. Here we got the lone Hasan defender. One guy debates politics daily. The other one lives in a messy room. This is a real battle of the intellectuals. 0 likes. 0 likes! I've never seen that before. At least like your own comment, buddy. My god. The last person Superman Diddy Piker debated was Willie Maxshaw when he got ragdolled. I'm not a necessarily intelligent person. Yeah, we know. One of the only smart things he knows is that his Sims are more stupid than him. Oh yeah, the Hasan Piker audience is at least 50 IQ points below Hasan himself, you know, for them to actually follow and respect this guy. There's this One Piece villain laugh. That's diabolical. That's diabolical. We all know Zach is smarter than Hasan. I mean, obviously, that's like, it's not a very hard person to beat, honestly. Moving on to Hasan talking about racism. Now, this is obviously ironic considering literally last video, he was being explicitly racist to a Vietnamese refugee.
Quick note for YouTube. The following clip contains racist language I do not support. Nope. I'm showing it for the purpose of criticism and education, to call it out and explain why it's harmful.
So fuck this refugee, okay? Seriously. Fuck this South Vietnamese motherfucking whatever. Like, why don't you go back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions?
Hasan talks about his experience with marginalization and dehumanization. I think you guys know what's coming.
And you will turn around and say, that's easy if you're not targeted. That's why I'm factoring people who are targeted, okay? And also, I have a point of marginalization that has been a fairly important part of the political conversation over the last 2 years, don't you think? You know, I know it too. I experience it as well. And I have to fucking eat it all the goddamn time. Do you think I enjoy having to talk to people who call me a terrorist every goddamn day? Do you think I enjoy the fact that there is heavy scrutiny over the things I'm saying? But that would never work in the same vein if I was a white Jewish American of Ashkenazi descent. The same exact things that I'm saying right now. If I was a white Jewish American of Ashkenazi descent, no one fucking give a shit. The same exact things I'm saying right now. If I was a white Christian American and not even of Jewish descent, nobody would give a shit. Okay? That's just the reality. But when you're Muslim, there is an additional oomph to the way that people fucking cover this stuff.
Say it with me, fellas. Schrodinger's Turk, back at it again, color changing like a frog, trying to camouflage. Buddy, for the love of God, can you stop doing this? It's actually embarrassing. So what he's telling us is that people won't criticize him for openly supporting several different terrorist organizations if he was Jewish. I mean, what are you on about? This guy is so delusional, bro. Your ethnicity, race, skin color, whatever has nothing to do with it, dude. It's your ideas that are completely corrupted. But you obviously choose to focus on this stuff because you're literally racist. I mean, that literally sounds like a South Park skit. He goes, I have a point of marginalization. Literally saying, I have 1 victim point, guys. Please, look at the scoreboard. I got +1 points because I'm brown, guys. Wait, I need more victim points? Okay, I'm actually gay now as well, guys. Actually, I'm bi, but I like women. That'll give me some extra points without actually changing anything about myself. Nice. Pathetic, dude. You're so pathetic. I mean, you just can't be out here crying about racism when you literally do it on a regular basis, dude. It is disgusting. Then he says that he understands racism because, you know, like he's been through it.
And as someone who recognizes that, I choose to fucking eat it every goddamn day. So yes, I do understand the point of marginalization and the dehumanization. Okay, it is what it is. In order to make a broader point, in order to get people to understand your position, in order to get people on your side, sometimes you have to. Are you still simping for the mass murderer? Who's the mass murderer I'm simping for? Benjamin Netanyahu? Is that what you're fucking talking about? What the hell? What, is this the new meta? I don't even know what the fuck you mean.
Yeah, that's literally me whenever Hasan says anything. I don't know what you mean, man. I just gotta draw the lines and try to connect your absurd logic based on your past statements, right? I just know how regarded you were in the past, and therefore I can interpret how regarded you're gonna be in the future, right? But is anybody surprised that this reject is trying to play the victim card anytime he's criticized? It is so disingenuous, right? And if you notice in my videos, I almost never bring up my skin color or anything like that because I don't need to play victim here, right? It just feels lame and like loser behavior that people like him do when they can't actually win on the merits of their arguments, right? And honestly, I'd probably win a couple points in the Hasan Piker community, but why would I want to appeal to literal racists anyways, right? If you have to go out there and put your hand up and be like, well, actually, you know, I'm this color, I'm gay, etc., whatever, and you go like, oh, well, these are my victim points here, therefore my opinion is more valuable than yours. I think that's just so lame. I think that's just so fucking stupid as well. And you're devaluing yourself as a human being, right? And it's even more ridiculous when you're a multi-millionaire living in a mansion, right? Champagne socialist with the most privileged career on earth. It just becomes even more cringe because nobody is believing that you're oppressed, dude. Get a fucking grip. Bro's cosplaying as Muslim again. This dude shapeshifts more than an animorph. This guy's entire career is based on two things: nepotism and shocking rage bait comments, which, who'd have guessed, create scrutiny. The thing is, he's not even trying to rage bait. This is actually him though. Like, you know, other people are rage baiting him in the chat obviously, but this is his true opinions. Like, it's actually scary. Moving on to Hasan saying he grew up broke and it's only now that he's actually rich. Just straight up fucking lying because we have the clips and the evidence as well. Context, he's talking about capitalism here, right? Last time he had a meltdown when somebody criticized communism, so yeah. Hasan talks about his journey going from broke to rich, more like rich to even more rich.
This bullshit goes both ways. If you're wealthy and you critique capitalism, you're a hypocrite. If you're poor and you critique capitalism, you're jealous. Americans are so fucking cuck sometimes. Exactly. I mean, I've seen both, for the record, because I was dead broke and was critiquing capitalism, and then people would be like, yeah, because you're a fucking loser. And now that I have money and I still do it, people are like, well, hypocrite much? I didn't change. And it's always so strange. Obviously, this is like personal for me for many different reasons, because this is my life's work. But what's so funny about it is like people want you to almost be like, oh, once I got a touch of the bag, like once I touch the bag, it's over. Like this socialism shit is done. You know what I mean? And then they try to rationalize why I'm still doing this. They try to be like, oh, it's because like this is how he's financially incentivized to continue advocating for this kind of shit. And it's like, no, dumbass. Maybe it's because I believe it, you know? People think that like I just fucking was born this way, you know what I mean? I always was this person. I always had this $3 million home. Like, it's just so dumb.
Oh my god, are you actually trying to pull this card, dude? He's literally trying to rewrite history. Hasan, literally your entire family is wealthy and has always been. Please shut the fuck up. Borderline billionaire dad, landlord mom, multi-millionaire uncle, career completely given to you right from the start. He didn't even have to grow his own career, which is literally the hardest part about being an influencer. Getting your initial traction and making those initial sacrifices is the hardest part, right? Because you either gotta save up rent, or you gotta make videos while having a job, or while being in college, etc. All these different things. Hasan's uncle just gave him the career, and then destiny nepoed him through Twitch, right? So literally his entire career was given to him. He has not earned anything. And this man had the audacity to say something like, I just got a touch of the bag, bro. Buddy, you said you live on a basic necessity budget.
And I don't care. I live on a basic necessity budget for the most part anyway.
You have supercars and designer clothes. You're an absolute champagne socialist grifter, dude. What do you mean basic necessity budget? Since when are Gucci clothes basic necessity? Since when is a designer dog a basic necessity? Fucking 10 billion volt shock collar. It's my basic necessity, guys. If you truly believed in what you were saying here, you wouldn't be living such a capitalist lifestyle, right? You wouldn't be living in such a luxury. You'd ironically be living more like Asmongold, the person you hate so much. And that might be part of why you hate him so much, because he actually lives by your values. The thing is, even after 7 years on YouTube, the most expensive thing I've actually purchased is like a PC and maybe some equipment to make videos. I just don't see the need for anything else. I've never found these sort of fancy possessions and supercars attractive at all. Although no shade to people who want to get them or whatever, but if you're gonna flaunt it to your audience and act better than everybody, I think it's a bit lame. Even if I had a mansion, I'd be like, I would think it's such a pain to just walk around so much, right? I want everything close by, so I'd prefer a smaller place anyways. And I think that's one thing that I learned from some YouTubers I actually respect, like maybe PewDiePie or something, to actually stay humble and never sort of brag about material things, because it's just lame. It makes you look like a massive douchebag, right? And I'd rather be someone more down to earth like Moist Critical or something, right? You already know they're rich. You don't need them to show you their supercars or shit like that, right? You obviously know they're well off from their sub count and viewers, but they don't show it. Like when you watch them, it's just like a room or something, or you might see some stuff in the background, but they're not like explicitly shoving it in your face, right? So then one of his own fans, a 27-month subscriber, calls him out.
It genuinely doesn't make sense. Aren't your dad a billionaire? No, man. You're a 27-month subscriber? Are you that fucking stupid? No, I am fortunate enough to be able to financially take care of my parents, both of my parents. There are people who genuinely believe that, by the way. They literally think like, oh, he comes from a billionaire family. It's like, you're fucking dumb. You're so dumb. There are a handful of billionaires in Turkey. He would be on fucking lists if that was the case. Is unironically that I know, no, sorry. It's not a no joke situation because I just can't sometimes tell because there are people who like legitimately believe that. And there are people who unironically believe that.
Right. He's not a billionaire, guys. He's just a multi-millionaire. It's a big difference, guys. This is like Pokemon saying, we hate the rich, you know? No, not to me, though. The rich, guys. The rich, not me.
And we hate the rich.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich.
Dude, the thing is, this guy always tries to muddy the waters. Obviously, nobody has a problem with you being rich, right? A lot of my favorite creators happen to be rich as well because they're just successful in their fields, right? And I don't hate any of them. The reason people hate you is like 500 reasons, honestly. But the essence is that you're extremely unlikable, a pathological liar, and a deranged lunatic freak who goes against the very principles you claim to espouse. I've literally never used that word, I don't think. You're so stupid. My vocabulary is expanding in real time to shit on you, right? It's like I'm gaining IQ points in order to shit on you. Thank you. Right, so this tweet here actually got community noted. Hasan is lying. I grew up affluent and I didn't have anything to worry about making ends meet or having to take up a job or anything like that. And this is his own video. Father was on board of a $4 billion company. Mom is a commercial landlord, hired by his uncle's network right out of college. And there's evidence for all of these. Young Hasan living the broke life, you know, just going horseback riding, the classic. Very broke activities, obviously. Moving on to Asmongold's response to all the new clips.
What about your dog, though?
Kaya lives a better life than you ever will have. Okay, she's a better...
Yeah.
She's a better animal than you. She's a much more important. I hate my life. I hate streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single person who thinks that all day, every day, and act as though you're totally not mad right now. When you die, it is going to be alone. There won't even be a sigh of relief. You understand? Not even a sigh of relief
love it.
from your family members. That is how irrelevant you are. I mean, I've seen both, for the record, because I was dead broke and was critiquing capitalism.
Hasan used to be broke. When was that? And so somebody got community note. Who went and got community noted? Hasan? Community note. Hasan is lying. Oh, no. No, bro. They don't have the YouTube videos, do they?
When you grow up affluent, as I did, right? Because I was dead broke. When you grow up affluent, as I did, right?
I don't know why you would say that, man. I really don't. Doesn't make sense to me at all. Why is he not? Why? I don't know. Like, yeah.
Why would he say something that's so obviously a lie? A question I literally asked myself last video and a couple of videos before that. It's a repeating cycle. He just knows his cult fan base won't bother to find out the truth, right? So he just says whatever and gets away with it. I don't know. I don't know how you can be a creator who's taken seriously at all when you've lied this many times. People responded when dude gets rage baited by the weakest bait ever. Dude, I think at this point his mental mental is so cooked. Like, legitimately, the slightest thing triggers him. He's like trying to have fun in his Superman costume and is raging at random chatters, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? You can't even enjoy Halloween. Dude is now permanently seething. You're mad, says the mad person. Should have dressed up as Palpatine zappity zap. That would actually be funny. That would actually be funny. Moving on to Ethan beefing with Taylor Lorenz. Basically, this YouTuber made a 3-hour video on H3, right? So Ethan responded, and Taylor is mad that he responded. Apparently, he's not allowed to respond to a 3-hour video on him. Ethan did a live reaction today to the recent Cruel World Happy Mind video on him, accuses the YouTuber of lying on his name, playing victim, follows it up with response to Taylor Lorenz, who accused him of harassing women. So somebody made this video, I messed up to you, Hasan, bad empanada, and Ethan Klein. Imagine apologizing to the psychopath. Reacting to her, this video is so offensive, awful, and infuriating. Why the F won't these people just leave me the F alone for constantly lying and regurgitating snark talking points? They forced me to respond to the outright slander, then cried that I'm harassing them. She's already playing victim and I've not even mentioned her once in my life. This is like the 10th time this has happened. It'd be great if one of these dipshits could try watching my response to the last hit piece before they step on the rake. By the way, do you even know who Bad Empanada is? Why are you apologizing to him? The guy got suspended for a week for hunting down and murdering my wife in a video game. And I'm the bad guy? The guy who sells CPS merch to celebrate my children being interrogated? Are you out of your mind? I'll respond to it tomorrow. Somebody tweeted, Ethan made the episode public and changed the title. Apparently he's threatening to sue her. Taylor responded, there's not a single woman out there who Ethan won't relentlessly harass and threaten to sue. I should have no right to respond to a 3-hour hate video about me. Good point, dude. Taylor Lorenz, how is this person even real, bro? She's like a fucking AI specifically set up to humiliate herself, bro. Like, why would you tweet this? Like, and every time her replies are disabled. Like, like, she doesn't even want to hear it, bro. Cruel World makes a video for attention, gets said attention. Help, the person I made a hit piece on actually noticed and I'm getting pushback and hit. You cannot cry if you're criticizing somebody and they actually fight back. You just cannot cry. Anyways, moving on to the updates to the Mizkif situation. So people found another clip. Apparently Mizkif is crashing out on Emiru because she left moldy cheese in the fridge. I mean, surely you just throw it out instead of crashing out on stream.
What is this? A 2022 clip. Mizkif appears to be mauling at Emiru over finding molded cheese in his fridge. Yeah? It was sponsored?
You're in trouble.
Why
You're
would I
in
do-
trouble.
Shelby found something that's yours.
Huh?
Show chat.
Ew! What the
That's
fuck?
yours. It's literally yours.
That's mine? I'm sorry, I didn't know it was in there.
Then why'd you buy it? Why don't you show chat your show and tell?
Ew, bro. Ew.
Show chat.
No, I don't want to touch it. Ew!
What is it?
You see it, chat?
It's provolone.
fungus.
Are you sure that's mine?
Yeah.
I don't remember buying that, which means if I did buy it, it's been
This
there
is
for a
not
long
even like.
time.
It's got
See?
mold in it. He putting it right next to her face, bro.
This is not. Why are you saying ew me? This is hers.
So obviously
Should
uncomfortable.
I keep holding it here?
No, dude. Throw it away.
You want it?
No, stop.
Leave Emmy alone and throw it away. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stay here and I won't throw it away. I got you, dude.
Dude, just throw it away. It's so gross.
I'll stay here and I'll just keep it right in your face. You have to stare at it the whole time.
It just keeps going, man.
What are you winning?
Yeah.
Are you actually good?
No.
No.
Why you look like you're in distress?
I wonder why.
You're stressing me out.
Some guy in chat just says go
Yes.
away.
Here.
Dude, just throw it away.
They said they want it. Here.
Jesus Christ.
Take it.
He's really going in on this, huh? And what is this? There are DMs of this exchange in the post. Oh my god. One of the screenshots what happened. So he says, good job. Make the chat hate me more. Fucking garbage. Don't come in my room. Leave me alone. Emiru, that wasn't my intention. I just didn't like the bag being in my face and was getting upset. I'm sorry.
It actually gets even crazier. People found the logs of one of their roommates, Russell, saying how literally 20 minutes after this, Mizkif turned off the power, I go check on the VOD, and the stream actually went off. All because chat was trashing him.
So he went in here, harassed her, and then he crashed out because she didn't like him harassing her, putting moldy cheese next to her face.
Bro, when you look at that, it actually feels like, oh, it's some sort of like a stream character. He's just purposely being annoying. But the fact is, he was trying to embarrass her in front of the stream. And this was like a power play in the dynamics of their relationship, right? It is just so cringe. I just didn't like the bag being in my face and was getting upset. I'm sorry. So he gaslit her into apologizing when he was being the absolute dickhead, taking molded cheese and putting it up in her face, up into the stream and stuff. And then she had to apologize, being like, I'm sorry for getting mad. Anyone would get mad at that. My God. Handle it like a real person. Be like, okay, you know, just throw it out. Just throw it out and tell her, hey, you had molded cheese in the fridge, right? Just throw it out. Like, it's simple. You don't need to make it a big thing. I'm beginning to think this Mizkif fellow is a bit of an unpleasant character, actually. What the frick is his problem? It's even sealed in a bag, no contamination, he can easily throw it away. And he's doing it on stream to make her look bad. Fucking psycho. As part of the abuse, he's embarrassing her in front of the chat, forcing her to apologize for something she's not even sure is her fault, getting upset at her for making her uncomfortable. Right, so then Asmon says that Mizkif is gonna go to jail and Twitch may also ban him as well. I'd imagine the order of operations would be he goes to jail first, and then like 3 months later, Twitch is like, you know what? Maybe he did something wrong. I'll give him a 1-day ban. Asmon offers his honest advice to Mizkif, thinks he's on track for jail.
Do you think he's done? I honestly, I think that, you know, really, I think that he should just take a break and he should just try to, you know, like legitimately, like just stop. Like, I think that I think he will continue spiraling, and I think that it might have already reached this point. But based off of like stories that are coming out right now, it might have already reached this point. But I think it will reach the point where he ends up doing something that ends him up in jail. Straight up. Like, because, I mean, it's already gone past the getting mad level. It's already gone past the getting physical level. Like, it's now, like, you're talking about, like, sexual assault, like, alleged sexual assault, right, for legal reasons, but, like, in general, right? And, yeah, bro's going off the deep end. Yeah, exactly, right? And so I really do think that he should just take a break. I really think he should just take a break and calm down. And so, like, really, that's my, that's my honest advice. Twitch maybe takes action about Miz, but I could imagine that it's probably a matter of if and not when. I think it's going to eventually happen. I mean, how do you have somebody that's been accused of assault on, like, you know, multiple partners? And, you know, this is just so far, by the way. And you don't ban their account, right? I mean, like, what is this? So, yeah, that's it. Do you, as a Twitch employee, feel like you're working in a hostile workspace environment? I mean, like, in a way, yeah. But, like, I think hostile, like, I don't know. It depends on how you define that term, right? Like, I'd have to think about it. So, you mean win, not if? Oh, yeah, I mean win. Yeah, like, I think he's gonna get banned, I do. Because I can't see, like, how is there a universe where a person, you know, with so much verifiable evidence, you know, in terms of, like, holes in the wall, violence, like, on-camera things that he's done, like, there's so many things, right? And it's like, there's really nothing that's going to happen about this, like, on Twitch's end. Like, what are we doing here? And so, yeah, that's about it. If you had to say you'd be permanently banned, Twitch is unfair. Twitch is completely unfair. They are totally ideologically captured, and they're awful. So, hopefully that's what happens. Streamers getting a banned is a vacation unless it's permanent. Yeah. I mean, if I was Twitch, like, this is what I would do, right? If I was Twitch, I would look into, and I would see how many other people were involved, and I would go through, like, his whispers. I would put out a statement. I'd be like, if there's enough people that are coming forward and have evidence of this, yeah, he'd be gone, bro. Like, that of course, right? It's not even a question.
Okay, again, just being a neutral, objective party here. The main allegation was SA. Now, the rest of the stuff is still pretty bad. Probably bannable. The part about SA is still a he said, she said, right? So I'm more likely to believe Emmy is the victim in this case based on all of the new stuff coming out and all of the other allegations being substantiated. But I just find it funny just how incompetent Twitch is, man. It's like, it's such a joke at this point. Like, 2 women essaying people on stream, repeatedly, multiple offenders, 1-day ban. I mean, like, how is that even real? Like, they're committing actual jailable crimes, right? You can go to prison for this, but apparently it's not enough to violate TOS. Meanwhile, calling Froggen fat is a 2-week ban. Oh my god. So calling someone fat is 14 times more impactful than multiple SA incidents on stream. Unbelievable. Moving on to Asmon talking about QT's response when she finally stood up for herself against the woke mob. Here's a recap. Somebody wrote in her chat, I'm sorry, but the fact that I'm seeing multiple FaZe members attack and make fun of Vanilla because of this is truly disgusting. If Vanilla is truly your friend, or was, I would hope that you would tell them to stop. So you want QT to defend her after she literally backstabbed her, right? And also, of course, the FaZe guys are making fun of Vanilla. She's implying that they're like racist, homophobic, and shit like that. And these people are basically slandering them. Of course, they're gonna respond. Asmongold shouts out QT defending herself.
Vanilla, yes, I've also seen a lot of Vanilla Mace members attack me. Please go to her Reddit and read the comments.
Thank God that she's defending herself off this. Yeah, like it's her fault that some other random streamer says something bad and she has to go and fucking go and try to talk down and tell these streamers not to have an opinion on something. They weren't bullying her, they were criticizing her. They were saying what you're doing is inauthentic, it's weird. Like, what's wrong with that? Yeah, thank God she's speaking up for herself. And hopefully she realizes that, like, you're never going to win these people back over, right? Never gonna win these people back over.
Like, you can check my Reddit and see if there's any attacks on her. There's not. You can check my Discord and see if any of my fans are attacking her. They are not. Anything I can control, there are no attacks happening.
Thank God she's actually pushing back against this weird virtue signal guilt trip shit. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, the thing is, even among the Hasan orbiters in their whole squad, QT is actually one of the more sane ones, right? And that's why she's being canceled, for being a little bit sane, right? No dissent actually allowed. How dare you be friends with people I don't like or who make jokes that I don't like, even though it wasn't even homophobic. We went through that. How dare you interact with your dad after he said something I don't like? Like, it's just so crazy. It's so terminally online. These people need to get a grip. It's not that deep. Why should QT defend Vanilla when Vanilla basically only cared about looking out for herself? The thing about this Vanilla person is she had no problem with QT during the call. It was only after she read like Twitter and Reddit comments that she switched her opinion, which is crazy. She needs to understand that these people are not her friends, not her family, and they don't care one bit about her. They're online bullies looking for an excuse and an angle of attack so they can share their own misery with the rest of the world. QT is still a woke freak. I do not feel bad about her getting attacked. I mean, you can have that opinion, but I still feel bad when somebody's being wrong, right? If like she had a common sense take and Hasan Parker's community is going after her for that, that's like, I feel like that's a wrong thing, right? You can not like her for defending Hasan and the whole Shockgate drama and stuff, but also, you know, we should be grateful that she exposed it, you know? Now click this video or you gotta eat the Asmongold diet. You're cooked. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.